Why was more energy to this one? There was, but there was, yeah, yeah. Hello, Seattle! Woo! Welcome! We knew it was coming. We knew from last week when Vancouver was announced. We knew this was going to be coming. Although, lady would like to make a small retraction. Yeah. On the last show, we talked about Vancouver. I did say that, maybe the reason why they announced Vancouver first, then before Seattle, is maybe because Seattle might be ready, and Seattle might be rolling out in 26-27 season. That we now know is not correct, so I just want to apologise for that. You don't need to apologise, you just need to retract it. That's what I'm doing. That's it. You don't need to apologise, because that was legitimate fault, because we didn't know what was going on. Yeah, we had no clue. We had no clue what was going on. Why, if your intention was to expand by 2 teams for 12-6, why were you announcing them all the time? So you don't need to apologise, you just need to retract it, which you have done. Yeah, so I want to do that before we get underway, to make that clear. But, it's all good. Seattle's coming in next year as well. It's all good. It's all good. It's all good. And if, like us, you'd watched that press conference, you know, it was a bit more raucous with what Plutt was doing there. Although, that felt like a Friday night at the local Wetherspoons. Make it a bit more, yeah, you know, because it's not more edgy, whereas with Vancouver, it felt like a serious press conference. The businessmen in their suits come up, make speeches, and make fools of themselves. Yeah. Yes, yeah. So it was even funny how Jocks and Dills, the first episode after Vancouver's announcement, they played the clip. Oh! Well done, girls. Well done. Yeah. So his shame will live on an episode of the Jocks and Dills podcast. But well done, girls. Well done. Yeah. Yeah. So with Seattle, there was a lot more edgy. There was a lot more oomph. To it. They even had some athletes from their WNBA, the WNBA team that was there, that of course does share Clyde Pedrina with the Kraken. So not only is Clyde Pedrina going to be home to one women's sports professional league team, it's now going to be home to 2, which is amazing, exciting, and historic all at the same time. Yeah. Oh yeah, but here we go. Seattle is coming. Okay, so we kind of knew at the start of the week that this was probably going to happen, because on Monday, these two saw on socials that, there's going to be a press conference scheduled for Clyde Pedrina on Wednesday, and straight away, all three was like, okay, we know what's coming, we know what's coming. Yeah, we know. Yeah, we know. It's going to be the PHL expanding to Seattle. We knew it. Yeah. But yeah. Although I have to say, this time around it was a lot different, because last week, when we woke up on Wednesday morning, all the PHL did on social today, tune in at 2 PM Eastern, which is 7 o'clock UK time, for a big expansion news. It didn't say, who it was, no, it just said tune in, which wasn't good for me, because obviously I was out. I was going to be out. So these guys had to wait till about 8:30 in the evening when I got back, to basically go, yeah, it's Vancouver, and watch that press conference. Yeah. So good. This time it was a bit different, because when we woke up on Wednesday, straight away, it was PHL said, welcome Seattle. So it's like, Okay, so we're not even going to wait for the press conference. We're just going to say, yeah, here we go. We are expanding. Go to Seattle. We may have done that last week. Also, it wasn't helpful that, of course, we had a stressful night in Ottawa ahead. Yeah. So we couldn't watch the press conference. No, we had to wait. We had to save it for yesterday. So that's why we that's why we're taking a little bit longer to get this recorded and published. So we had to basically initially we weren't going to keep an eye on the expansion news because obviously it's a really stressful night for Norway. But because the PHL already announced it was going to be Seattle was going to be coming, and the press goes to go up afterwards. It was like, okay, fine, that is. Yeah. So that's what, because with Vancouver, we recorded it, I think, literally the next, actually, no, this is similar time we recorded it last week. Yeah. Yeah. I think I had other stuff to do, but, okay, no. No, so yeah, so we are recording similar times, just, obviously. By the way, the episode regarding Vancouver is, now available, on the podcast feed and my YouTube channel, so you can go and check that out, and of course, this episode will be made available on we're recording this on Friday. This will be made available on Monday, so playoff eve. That's when we'll have the get it published. We've got a few couple of episodes to come over through the playoffs, but we'll try and work through the schedule and all that. Yeah. So, what do we make of it? Before I go into the details, I want to get initial reactions to the PHL coming to Seattle. Now, I know you two aren't going to be shocked because all three of us called it. We were saying back at the Taylor tour with expansion, it's got to be Vancouver, Seattle. All three of us got on the exact same page. It has to be these two markets. So what do I make of it? I think it's brilliant because Seattle is such a rich sports city. I mean, it's, for what I can remember the press conference, it is probably the only city that's got a team in every single women's pro league. Yeah, they mentioned soccer, basketball, and of course hockey. So that's huge. Yeah, that is huge. Not many other cities can really say that. That's huge. Yeah, that is huge. Yeah, so it just feels right. And of course, Seattle, as we know, has got a really rich hockey history. I mean, it's still crazy. I mean, the Kraken are what? The Kraken have just finished their 4th season in the NHL. It's so crazy. I've said it's plenty of times before on Tour Report. It's so crazy how it took the NHL this long to get a team in Seattle. Because Seattle has got this rich hockey history. Being the Metropolitans were the first ever American hockey team to win the Stanley Cup. And of course, if you go to Kyle Arena, there is a banner up there to honour that. It got raised during the Kraken's 2nd ever home game when they were hosting the Canadians, who of course lost that 1917 Cup final. Yeah, so if you go to PHL game next year at Club Arena, you'll be able to spot that banner. It is up there in the rafters of Club Arena. That is lovely. Yeah, so it's got a rich hockey history. So why it took that long to get it, I do not know. Yeah, so I think it's amazing. And it's such a vibrant town. It's got a rich hockey history. It's got a lot of broad tennis history. Marlers, yeah, for example, yeah. So not just in hockey, yeah. Yeah, brilliant. They've been a great addition to the NHL. I mean, us three, we are expected California teams. Have loved having them. Yep. Yeah. And Seattle just feels perfect. I mean, in terms of geography, it's close to Vancouver, and they already alluded to the press conference. We'll expect to have like a friendly rivalry. Yeah, it's not going to be friendly. Who are they kidding? It's not going to be friendly at all. No, it's not going to be friendly at all. Yeah, I think it's just such great work, and the fact that we've gone for the Pacific Northwest, brilliant. Yeah. I mean, the first round of expansion is the Pacific Northwest, brilliant. This just shows the league sees what us three see, which is if you want to make this league work, you need to get that West Coast set up now. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, because you can't stay central forever. You can't stay in the east forever. You cannot. You can't stay local. You've got to broaden out. And the PHL now has got markets in both coasts, both East Coast, the West Coast, East America, Central America, Pacific Coast. It's all covered. And Canada. Thank you. And Canada. Yes, we can't forget Canada. We must not forget Canada. We must not forget Canada. It's really good. And the fact that the league's gone for 2 Western markets now, well, because I think there's a lot of interest, and the Takeover Tour shows, there's a lot of interest for PWHL in the West Coast. We saw it in Vancouver, we saw it in Denver, and Edmonton, and of course Seattle. Who, of course, I'll mention the Takeover Tour in a moment. The interest was there in the West. So the fact that the league's gone for the West Coast now, struck while the iron's hot, as you might say, that just shows how the league realises what we see, which is, in order for this league to be viable, successful, and sustainable for decades to come, you have to go out west, and you have to do it now, rather than wait 10, 15 years down the line, when this might not be viable. The NHL eventually, okay, it took them a long while, but the NHL eventually realised that they need to establish a Pacific Coast, and they did. So, yeah, it's just brilliant. So the fact they've done it now is brilliant, because that then means you can then open the doors to anybody in the second round of expansion. Yeah. Yeah, because the league wants to go to 10 teams. Does it? Yeah. There was have you not? I've not seen this, lady. Tell me quick. There are some sources saying that the league wants to go to 10 teams by the 26-27 season. Oh! That's not official. That's not official. That is hearsay. Yeah, and I'm not talking about the band with Mylene Class and Michelle Connor. That is just hearsay. Yeah. So we won't talk about that now, but we can maybe come back to that this time next year. Okay, right. Thank you for that. I did not see that. No, I only saw news regarding Seattle. Yeah. But yeah. So brilliant. Okay. So let's go to the details, shall we? So PWHL Seattle, like PWHL Vancouver, will be joining the league in the 2025-26 season. That is next year. And the team will be playing its home games at Client Pledge Arena, which of course is the current home of the Seattle Kraken, and it's also home to Seattle's WNBA team. I'm not remember what her name is because I don't do basketball, so I will not try and look it up. I'll just stick to the hockey, what I do know. And the team will also be using the Kraken's practice facility as their official practice facility. Yeah, the Kraken Community Iceplex. Thank you. So, a partnership with the Kraken, then, maybe? Feels like it. Feels like it. Well, that could be good, because how confident are we that they're going to be able to fill Client Pledge Arena on a decent basis? Night in, night out. Especially if Seattle wants to get the NBA back. Because I think that's one of the big reasons why Client Pledge Arena was put in place. Not just for the Kraken, but also as potential pub for maybe a return to the NBA. That's why when it was announced it's going to be Client Pledge Arena, I was like, okay, right, so are the NBA plans on ice, maybe? I don't know if they're on ice, but yeah, it does pose an interesting dilemma. Yeah, because I don't want the PHL team to get kicked then in, say, like 5 years, 6 years time, get kicked out, because obviously the NBA's come in and you can't have 2 hockey teams and 2 basketball teams in the same building. Yeah, that's the only reason why I've heard about Client Pledge Arena. But they should be fine. If we go back to their Takeover Tour stop, which I'm gonna get for you guys. By the way, I do have on my Instagram a post with all the attendance figures from every single game on the Takeover Tour, so you can go on my Instagram to check out. It is at GeorgeHandMusic. That's my Instagram handle. So I'm just gonna load up for me, just so I can give you the exact numbers. We did this to Vancouver. So Seattle was the first stop of the tour. They hosted the Victoire and the Fleet, and that got 12,608. Now that put them 6th overall in the official attendance standings. But you have to bear in mind, Client Pledge Arena can seat, I think it's about roughly 17,000. So actually, the Takeover Tour got 95% capacity. Now that's not bad. Well, it's better than what Buffalo, Seattle, not Buffalo. Seattle did better than what Buffalo and St. Louis did. Oh! Yeah, Seattle, you're going to learn very quickly that this trio, it's not good with niceties. These two have been maniacs. Yeah, they have been... Ever since we got names and brands this year, these two have dropped the niceties. We were all nice and fair with each other in year one. It got to brands names back on September 9th, 2024, and then these two, right, dropped the niceties, right? So yeah, so you go that real quickly when you come into the league in the fall of 2025. Yeah. Well, let's hope that the climate Petrovia can be sustainable for them and it won't be like the Sirens. Yeah. Hopefully they'll be able to do what we can do, which is get about 6,000 to 9,000 on a day basis, which is fine. Yeah. That is what they're maybe should be aiming for. Yeah. But it'll be fine. Yeah. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Yeah. So it does sound like they are partnering up with the Kraken there. If they're going to be using the Kraken's practice facilities, that kind of sounds like a team up. It does in a way. Which I think could be. I think with us three, personally, would like the NHL to keep their noses out. Yeah. Keep that out of it and keep that shut! Is what you're trying to say. Yes, yeah. Oh, yeah. Especially what they did to us in the playoffs this year. The Big Swan Sirens game on today, recorded as May 2nd, today, should have been the Sirens final home game against Montreal Big Swan. That's not happening because the NHL made them move it in the event the Devils Hurricanes win the game 6. Oh, look! It's not going to game 6 because the Devils got eliminated! And the Wild did. Yeah, but that was game 4, so, okay, fair enough, yeah. But, yeah, I think, yeah, when it comes to the NHL, we would like you to basically just fuck off! Yeah, fuck off! Stay out of it! This is women's stuff. Only game involved is you want to be supportive, and so far, Batman, you have not. You have not. Yeah, so I think us three players would like the NHL to basically just stay out of it, let us build this league ourselves and do it our way. Sounds like one of my Burger King orders. Or is it, hang on, is it Subway? Who is it? Is it Subway or Burger King? I'm going to have to look this up. I'm going to have to look this up. I know McDonald's is. I'm loving it! What can I say about the PWHL? I'm actually Googling it. I'm actually Googling it. This is how sad I am. I'm actually Googling it. Although Burger King's is your rule. Oh, so it must be Subway then. Oh, Burger King have changed it. It didn't used to be that. That's so recent. They changed it back in 2022. Right, so is it Subway it's got Have It Your Way? I'm fairly sure Burger King used to be Have It Your Way. And Subway's is Eat Fresh. Right. So Burger King it was Burger King. Burger King's slogan used to be Have It Your Way. Well, that's back when I was very, very young and you still used to have Burger King chains nearby. Our area where we live in. But we won't dwell on that too much. Yeah. When they also had Wimpy as well. Don't mention that! We'll be here all night. Yeah. Oh god. That just then sounded like one of my Burger King orders. Have a cheeseburger, large fries, and Diet Coke. Alright, yeah, what were we saying? We were talking about how we don't want the NHL to get involved. There we go. But it does sound like the Kraken are going to partner up with PWHL. Now, I'm fine with that. I'm fine if the NHL team wants to partner up with the PWHL and help them. But at the end of the day, you need to stay out of it because this is our league. The women know what they're doing. So just, if you want to be an advocate, like what I am, fine. But don't try and then muscle in and go, we should do this, do that. Don't do that, because then we will have a problem. Yeah. We will have a problem. Yeah. Right. Okay. Their colour scheme is going to be emerald green as their primary colour. And wait for it. Secondary colour is... cream! Oh, you're joking. What? Number 1? Oh, I can't. No. It's cosmetic! No! There is too much cream going on. Why does she need to do this? Oh my god, it's Brenda from Bristol! Now who's being dramatic? Oh my god. We've gone from Burger King to the 2017 UK general election being called. Oh my god. I'm so sorry, Seattle. We will try and stick to you for the rest of the show. I'm so sorry. It wasn't like this last week with Vancouver. Oh my god, that is still one of my favourite moments ever from UK politics. Go and YouTube it. I'm not explaining it. YouTube it. Oh my god. Okay, yeah, so I then basically thought, right, okay, is cream the new white? Really? Oh no, don't get Doc One involved now. Nope! No, we're keeping our kits on! Yeah, we're keeping our kits on! This is not, it's not Channel 4. Yeah, so cream seems to be the new white. I'll tell you something. I bet Big 12 fans are fuming. Because they thought last year we got this great unique colour scheme. No one else is doing it. No one else is doing it. Well, if they trademarked it then. Yep. And now you've got the 2 new expansion teams coming in the fall of 2025, and they're both going to wear cream jerseys. We said this to Vancouver last week, so see what I'll say to you. Have a look at the Victoire, and that's how you don't do a cream jersey. Yeah, but, what do I make of that? Well, didn't you, when the crack was announced, didn't you champion the name Emeralds? Yes, because Seattle, all I knew about Seattle at the time was it is kind of nicknamed the Emerald City. Oh, you were going to have a great joke about it. Yes, but of course, that can't happen now. I was going to take the piss out of them whenever they went into this penalty box and we're going, 1 shot there in the penalty box! Of course, couldn't do that, because obviously went with the cracker, that's a lot more better, but, oh, I had a lot of puns I had lined up back in the spring of 2019, I had a lot of puns ready, and then of course they all went in the summer of 2020. But yeah, but I did champion Emeralds as a name for the cracker back then, but of course it's all worked out for the best. So, isn't the Fleet's colour scheme emerald green? Oh, yeah. Because I remember back when we had when we did the team name reveal show, we were all shocked that Boston harked to maritime theme. Yeah, because Boston's main node to MIT. Yeah. So we were quite stunned. It did wonder if Seattle was maybe one day get expansion, would they sort of stick with the maritime theme? Well, I think they've got to. They've got to really. But yeah, that's going to be interesting in terms of branding, because what can Seattle do if it's too similar to the Fleet? Can we look up? Yeah, should we confirm what the Fleet's colour scheme is? Because I think that definitely is what the Fleet have. So we're just going to confirm that real quick for you guys. Right, so the Fleet's colour scheme is forest green. Okay, so the Fleet have forest green, but as far as I'm concerned, that's just going to be all green's going to look the same. Yeah. But yeah, so is emerald green nicer? Let's have a look. I think it's a lot bright. Oh no, it's oh! I thought it was brighter than that. Okay, we're gonna have a problem. Did you think it was bright? Did you think it was bright? I thought it was bright. Emerald green was brighter than that. Yeah. So, yeah, we're gonna have a problem. Yeah, because obviously, obviously the NHL, you have seen other teams use the same colour scheme, but, yeah. We'll see. We will wait and see. We will wait and see. Yeah. So, but at least like with Vancouver, they are going with colours that you would associate with a team in the market. Yeah. Like how in Vancouver we would expect Pacific blue, ocean colours. Yeah. So with Seattle, you'd expect it to be emeralds. The Kraken went for an interesting colour. They did! I remember the Kraken's jerseys were revealed, and it was a really interesting colour scheme they went for. Because they didn't go green at all. They went for like, I'm going to bring that up. They went for a different shade of blue. Oh, now we're bringing steps into it. The bar... Let me don't sing it! The bar away. The bar away. You know it's my favourite step song. I have to sing it. You bring it up, I will have to sing it. It's my favourite step song. I really hope that's in the musical. Oh, when we sing that? Beginning September. So it's end of September 13 going on 30. Beginning of September we've got the Steps musical. Trying to find it out actually, the Kraken's colour scheme. Hold on. I know. This is how sad it's got. I know, but hey, this is what happens when you do a more energetic press conference. We get to have some energizing shows. Okay, the Kraken's colour scheme is deep sea blue, ice blue, and red alert. So they went for more like deep colours. They went for like depth colours. They didn't go for like traditional Seattle colours. Now, it was a really neat colour scheme that's unique for Seattle. Yeah. So that's really good. They didn't just go, oh well, we're gonna do blue like Tampa, Toronto and Louis. Yeah. They went for like a different kind of blue. Yeah. So, it'll be interesting to see when they bring jerseys out for next season. What the green's gonna look like, cause we might, because I know YouTube, but I am now worried like we might see something similar to what the Boston Fleet had, but we'll see. We will see. Those are bright colours, and also like with PWHL Vancouver, the team will operate as PWHL Seattle until the permanent brand and identity is announced. Now, of course, we've got no idea when that might happen, so it could be that Seattle, you will have to play your first season as PWHL Seattle, like we did. Of course, 6 had to do that last year. We reassured Vancouver fans last week, so we'll do it to you guys now. Seattle, please, if you have to spend your first year as PWHL Seattle, please don't worry. Okay, it's perfectly fine, and you'll get a good brand and name eventually. Yeah. Because, let's face it, I'm to reference the date, it was September the 9th, 2024, so 2 months before the start of year 2. All the Aqua 6 knocked it out of the park. So, do not fret if you've got to play as PWHL Seattle for this upcoming season, because the following year, you're going to have a really great brand, you'll be able to be really proud, just like we're really proud of our Frost brand. Exactly. So, please do not fret. You will get a team name, you will get a brand, it's just you've got to be patient, but you've got to let the process play its course, and you will be really pleased with the next result. But there's going to be a lot of pressure now on Vancouver and Seattle because the Local 6, they knocked out of the park this season. Knocked out of the park. Of course, also the press conference was held in Clyde Arena, which you can go watch back on the YouTube channel. We, of course, watched it. It was a lot more energetic than Vancouver's was. Yeah. Very well personal. Yeah. Because they actually brought out athletes from Seattle sports teams rather than just have all the businessmen come on and make complete tits themselves. Yeah. Yeah, it's just so amazing. So, Seattle joins Vancouver as the PWHL's first 2 expansion teams, alongside the inaugural 6 markets. Your Minnesota Frost, the Big Side of Montreal, New York Sirens, Ottawa Charge, Toronto Scepters, and the Boston Fleet, which extends the league's footprint to the Pacific Northwest, ahead of the 3rd season in 25-26. The new team will join the league's single entity ownership structure under the Walter Group. But clearly, what they show the press conference is going to be a partnership with the Kraken there of some sort. Details regarding the expansion draft, which we now know is going to take place before the entry draft on June the 24th. Yeah, we now have that confirmed. Yeah, at the press conference for Seattle, they did confirm a few details for next year, which we're not too pleased with. No, we're not. One of those being is that it will still be a 30-game season next year, which is not good for us because it's too short. I mean, obviously, last year we had 24 games, that went by quickly, and then this year we have to go to 30, and us three still thought that is not long enough. The amount of games the PHL should play, it's a constant conversation that us three have. Me and Lady think 36, Pluto wants to go to 40. Just get the CBA renegotiated, because it's not working with that front. Especially if maybe the year after you go to 10. Because 9 divided by 30 still won't work. Nope. No. So it's a good job we're upping our coverage next season, isn't it? Because I've got a funny feeling that some teams we're not going to see as often as we would like. Oh, does that mean I'm going to let opportunities to tell the Sirens they've got no fans? And now I can't do my dirty septus truck dance. Do you see what I support with? Do you see what I support with it? The niceties. It was lovely last year. It was all nice and everyone was full kumbaya. And daisy chains. And now the niceties have dropped. Alright, hippie. I was referencing the Katy Perry song. How very dare you? How very dare you? Yeah. But we now know that the expansion draft will be held before the entry draft. Now that's pushing it, because the entry draft is going to be on the 24th of June in Ottawa. So, that does not leave teams enough time to get protection lists sorted. No. So, yeah. And also, we will be waiting for, speaking of the entry draft, we will also be waiting for details about how Vancouver and Seattle are going to be incorporated into the entry draft that will take place in Ottawa in just a few weeks' time. I'll just finish off the rest of the article, then we'll do some final thoughts. So, the decision to expand to Seattle follows an extensive request for proposal, the RFP, which we referenced last week. It reflects the initial stages of the league's long-term vision for strategic growth. Seattle's bid. Sorry, it's been a long day. Seattle's bid was led by Oakview Group, which of course is the group that helped got the Kraken to Seattle. So the partnership's definitely going to be there. Yeah. Seattle emerged as a natural fit for PWHL expansion for several reasons. Not just the close geographical rivalry to Vancouver, but also because of the best-in-class facilities, a growing youth hockey community, and passionate women's sports fan base, which of course they've actually proven that. Yeah. The city delivered an enthusiastic response to the launch of the PWHL Takeover Tour, drawing a crowd of 12,608 at Club Edge Arena on July the 5th, growing its presence in the Pacific Northwest. Not only broadens the league's reach, but also it strengthens regional rivalries with Seattle's proximity to Vancouver, creating a natural and competitive energy. Partnering with the AHL's Kraken further solidifies a strong foundation for success in this vibrant sports market. The PHL will build on this momentum by extending grassroots efforts across the Seattle area through camps. Deep local connection. Through camps, clinics, and community events designed to grow the game and foster deep local connections. There we go. Yeah, so just amazing. So welcome aboard, Seattle. So exciting for you to be part of our league. Can we just go back to the Takeover Tour? And we are going to be doing an episode reflecting the tour as a whole. It's just obviously been busy. Go back to the Takeover Tour. Start of it. Did we think the first two spots would be the two teams that would get the two markets, I should say, that would get expansion? No. Not really. I mean, I think all three of us could not deny Vancouver was now a serious player. Yeah. But, yeah, I don't think we ever really thought about that with Seattle, because it makes sense, but we never really thought about it. No. It was only when it got towards the championship break that we started to shift positions. Yeah, because we were banging Detroit's drumstick. Don't! Don't! That's not a euphemism. Don't! And I know Detroit will be upset, but Detroit, please be patient. Your time will come. It's just not now. Not now. Not right now. Right now we need to focus on markets that got potential. And for the markets that are ready this time tomorrow, we need to just wait a little bit longer. Before we get this league growing. But Detroit, your time will come. Just not now. But it's crazy the first two stops. They get the expansion. Crazy. Yeah. Crazy. But it's just, I think it's brilliant. I mean, it just makes sense. If you're going to do Vancouver, you've got to put somebody close to them. You can't have Vancouver on an island. Nope. So it just makes sense. I mean, we haven't really seen that rivalry blossom in the AHL yet. I mean, I remember 4 years ago the Bettman was saying how, the Seattle team will be a great rival for the Vancouver Canucks. It's not really happened, has it, Gary? No, it's not really happened. No. But yeah, but it will for this league, because in this league, everybody is super competitive. So yeah, it's just amazing. And you know what? Seattle is the first Seattle's the first city to have 3 major pro women's sports teams. That's brilliant. That is amazing. That is just amazing. So you can see the community's going to get behind them there. Yeah, absolutely. If they got behind the WMA team, no problem, then they'll be fine. It's that exciting. I'm just looking forward to the first stop between our frost. Yeah, absolutely can't wait for that. It's gonna be so exciting. Yeah, it's so exciting. She needs help to chair. It's been a long day. Yeah, it's gonna be exciting. We cannot wait for our first matchups between Vancouver and Seattle. It's so exciting. They are such a natural fit to the league. I want to end the show. I said this to Vancouver last week, so I'll say to you guys, to all you potential PHL Seattle fans out there, if you have any questions about the PWHL, you can always send them to me. Yeah. You can do that by the show's email, purplebrainpodcast@gmail.com, or you could DM me on Instagram. I'll give you my handle again. We'll do it one step. I'll do it. My Instagram handle is @GeorgetownMusic. Any questions you got for me, I'll do my best to answer them. And if I can't answer them, I'll send them to Tessa and Ginny on Jocks and Jills, and they will find the people to answer them. Because like I said, we said it's Vancouver last week. I say that to you guys, as Minnesota Frost bands, as day one Minnesota Frost bands, while we can't promise you a warm welcome on the ice, we can promise that off the ice, we're going to do our absolute best to make you feel so welcome to the family. Yeah. And you're going to absolutely love being a part of this league. You're going to absolutely just love it. So we are so excited to have you on board. Our second expansion team. Yeah, so we'll finish off by saying what we did in Vancouver. Go and party, celebrate, drink responsibly on our behalf. And we will look forward to seeing you in the fall of 2025 in Minnesota.